Todd.
That's me.
I'm out of here.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Friendly guy.
You can be at times. What can I do for you?
I want to read that book that Sloan wrote about my old man.
The Lord of the Banner.
Yeah, that's the one. I want to borrow a copy. You got one, right?
Now, wait a minute, wait a minute. I'll ask you a question. Now, why do you want it?
Oh, that big enough for you? Oh, this is definitely not what I had in mind. None of it. You know where Mommy Thea was a year ago? New York City. In a big law firm. Working my way up from junior associate to, who knows where. Now I'm a wife and mommy. Oh. Because your daddy, he paid me $5 million to, add that to my resume. Which is fine. Never being poor again was priority numero uno. But the weirdest part of all is, I want this to be a real family. I know we're nowhere near that yet, but, I'm trying my best. I really am. And when I'm sure about what I want, I usually get it. Come on. Meanwhile, let's take these pumpkins home to Daddy, okay? Here we go.
I want to borrow a book. I was thinking maybe it's time I taught myself how to read.
Why? You published The Sun. You don't need to be able to read for that. Besides, you have a copy of the book.
Yeah, well, I lost it when I died in Ireland.
Oh.
Along with everything else I had.
Well, let me try and figure this out now. Let's see. There are a number of very good bookstores in Landview, not to mention a library. Not that I begrudge lending you the book. It's whatever must be behind the request I'm a little suspicious of. Obviously, you want me to know that there's something in the book that you want to know. Why don't you just tell me, and then we can dispense with all of this?
I am shocked and I am hurt that my own sister would automatically think the worst of me. Okay. Well, maybe I just want to find out more about my old man. Okay, or maybe, what made him such a great newspaper man, tear a page from his book.
I get it. This is a very thinly veiled warning that you are going to follow in Father's footsteps, learn everything you can about the newspaper business, and then proceed to ruin the Banner altogether.
Yeah, basically. So you're going to give me the book?
Sure. I will lend you the book. Just remember, it doesn't tell the whole story.
Story. Yeah.
I need you. Right now. You stupid hunk of steaming junk! I hate you.
Stars asleep back there?
Lucky her.
What's going on here?
Oh, it's probably the carburetor, something like that.
When was the last time you put gas in this thing?
Oh, I don't believe it. How could I be such a dingbat, such a cliche, the dingbat housewife who runs out of gas? But I have an excuse. I was born and raised in Manhattan. I hate cars and the country wildlife. And this quiet is totally unnerving.
How come you took a ride in the country to begin with, then?
To pick pumpkins with Star. It's what normal families do.
Yeah?
Yeah. Think. I don't have much history with normal family experiences, but I've heard of kids and parents doing all kinds of things, just for fun. Trips to the mountains, vacations at the beach, theme parks, halls of fame, stuff that we ought to be doing, Todd.
For fun.
Yes, for Star. Or are you so busy building an impregnable wall around your daughter that you have no time to spend with her? What?
Get Star out of the car seat, and we'll just leave this sheep here. Let's get going. I think I just had an amazingly normal idea.
These chestnuts have been gathered and roasted. So when do we get to the making love all night part?
Now.
Company, I don't believe this.
What are you two doing here?
The question is, who gave you the keys to my family's cabin, and what are you doing here?
Well, if it isn't my nephew and the ex-wife of a preacher man. Hello, Kevin. Goodbye, Kevin.
No, I think we were here first.
So what? I got a kid in the back seat of the car asleep. There's no way I'm driving back to town. I'll go get her out of the car seat right now.
Listen, we beat this. Let's just go home.
What, and give that worm the satisfaction of winning? No way, I'm staying.
This is his mother's
It was my father's cabin before that, and Vicky said if I ever wanted to come here, I could come here anytime. And now is any time.
But Kevin's not gonna back down, so what do we do? Sit around playing Monopoly until one of you strangles the other?
It gets a 4, 1. Oh, a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Green. Come on. Oh, a 6.
Here's a picture of the cabin back in the 1940s.
Kevin? What's this? Look, it looks like it's a blueprint to the cabin. Oh, Star went right to sleep when I put her in the crib.
Design the place so that we could expand on it later.
That thing's gonna drive me crazy.
Hey,
Play a game of checkers.
whatever.
So, are they still planning to add on?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh, it's so beautiful up here.
Here's this other place on the side of the mountain. I've had my eye on it since I was a kid. It's outcrop of rock right above the timberline, next to a waterfall, faces due west. It has these unbelievable sunsets. Now that's where I want to build our dream house for our family someday.
That property's not for sale.
How would you know?
Because I own it.
Really? When did you buy that piece of land?
No, I didn't buy it. My ex-wife bought it. With my money. See, she thought I was dead, and, well, I found out about it during the divorce, and I was gonna get rid of it, but now that I know that you want it, maybe I'll just keep it.
Your move.
And if you want to have land on Lantana Mountain, you're just gonna have to make do with Mommy's little cabin.
Yeah, well, at least I have a legitimate claim to it.
Well, but thanks for the idea, Kev. You know, I think I will build my family a house on not a house, a castle. Yeah, Manning Manor.
Yeah. Well, you'll need a moat full of piranhas to keep you safe from all your enemies.
Oh, that's a good idea. King me.
You know, it's very interesting. The banner circulation beats the sun this week, and all of a sudden, Todd needs this major ego enhancement.
1 week is not a trend.
Don't count on it.
Well, I don't lose to anybody.
Well, don't worry. We won't only beat you. We'll most likely shut you down, too.
Oh, face it, Todd. Class and substance will win out in the end.
Oh, get your head out of the sand. Todd knows what the people of Lambview want. He gives it to them.
Oh, why don't you just hum a bar or two of Stand By Your Man while you're at it? I mean, how does your deal work, Taya? Do you present Todd with a bill every week? X amount for defending him in public? X amount for your wifely duties? X amount for keeping Star away from her mother?
The one responsible for keeping Blair away from Star is Blair herself. And I don't think that a woman who walked out on her own son is in any position to judge me.
My son is a major part of my life and always will be, and that's how it should be for Blair and Star if you and Todd were remotely human. But neither one of you know about love. So how can we hope that you can understand what it takes to make a family? You know, I pity that sweet little girl upstairs. You made a conscious choice to sell your soul and live with the devil. She wasn't given that choice. Now, can we please get out of here? There's something about hypocrisy that just makes me sick to my stomach.
No. I feel a little sick myself. I'll get our stuff. I'll meet you by the car.
Hey, Delgado, you gonna go? Still your turn. Well, you could jump me here, but if you do that, I'll win. I'm very good at this game. See the way I looked at, wiped that smug look off of his face when I told him I was going to build on his dream property? I'm going to, you know. I mean, sure, the penthouse is all right, but Star needs a home.
Star needs a real family. Cassie's right. You and I don't know the first thing about making one.
I don't fake it.
We're good at that.
Look, maybe it's too late for me to figure out what it's all about, but it's not too late for Star. Who says that money can't buy you love?
Or a reasonable facsimile.
Well, it sure as hell can buy her a big house on the other side of this mountain. I bought her a pretty good mom. Well, what else does she need? Okay, maybe a dog. Okay, fine, I'll buy her a dog. She's gonna have it all before it's all through. Kind of late in the day to be going to the office, don't you think?
I have some catching up to do.
Yeah. How long is that gonna take?
Why?
We're having dinner, 8 o'clock, at the Palace.
Don't tell me you're finally getting it. That we need to do some, you know, regular married people things every now and then.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, well then, why not go all the way? Oh, forget the Palace. We can stay here and I can cook. We'll make it early so Star can join us. Oh, Star would love that. I can't remember the last time the three of us had dinner together.
Well, I thought you were just trying to protect her from my table manners. All right, look, it's a good idea, kind of. I don't know, we'll do it sometime, maybe. Tonight is more of a business thing. I'm meeting Ian Armitage there.
You still trying to pick his brain about the newspaper business?
Well, yeah, I mean, his dad was a media mogul, and I want to be a media mogul. I'm going to ask him if his dad gave him any tips on what he did.
Now, why would Ian want to encourage potential competitors?
Well, you see, that's where you come in. You can do that lawyer thing. I mean, you know how to push everybody's buttons, you know, get them to open up. Before they know it, they're saying things they never thought they'd say out loud.
And that's why you asked me to dinner, to grill Ian Armitage.
Yeah. It can be relaxed if you want. I mean, you can have a drink or an oyster or... Look, you're good at subtle, right? I mean, Ian will never know what hit him.
Sorry, Todd. A business dinner wasn't what I had in mind.
Oh. Right, like you have other plans.
As a matter of fact, I do. And not just for tonight.
You going someplace? That's it. You what? You're just gonna split.
Look, I know you think this is working.
What's working?
This. I helped you make a stable home for Star, or a least one that looked that way to the world.
No, not the world, just the judge until I got custody of the kid. And I got that. So, yeah, I think that this or whatever is working. Now, what? Is it the money? Did you spend $5 million already?
No. No. It's not about the money. It's about the fact that none of this is real. Our little family, and you don't care. You're fine with the way things are, but I'm not. I'm not. So I'm gonna go away for a couple days. I just need some time alone to sort things out, that's all.
We had a deal.
And if I break it, you will get back every penny.
You're not going to do this. You're not going to walk away from this.
Todd, you don't need an emotional connection to anyone. But I was kidding myself when I thought I could live that way.
I have Star. So do you.
And Star's the only reason that I've made it this far. But even that's not right. I mean, it's one thing to pretend to the whole world that we're a family. But to pretend to Star, it's made me ashamed of myself. To lie to this child that I love.
Right. So, you don't want to hurt this child. And that's why you're going to walk out on her? So what do I tell Star when she wants to know where you went?
Star will be fine.
Just like you were fine when your mommy ran out on you?
This is different.
How is this different?
I'm coming back.
When?
As soon as my head is clear. I just, I need to sort things out. And in the meanwhile, Judith will be here, and I'll stop by and ask Vicki if she can come by. Star will not be alone.
Whoa.
And who knows? Maybe her father will quit the wheeling and dealing for a little while and spend some time with his daughter.
You're the one who's walking out, and now I'm the bad parent?
Oh, come on. You're a workaholic, and you know it.
I'm trying to give my kid everything that I didn't have when I was growing up.
Yeah, but that wasn't money. You missed out on a family.
Yeah, well, now I got so much money, I bought a family. Now, you read your contract. You signed on to give Star a loving, happy family.
Yeah, so you'd look good during the custody battle while you won, okay? You don't need me anymore. You don't. I was always dispensable. That's why the contract only lasts for a year.
So what is this, just a warm-up? You're trying to get Star used to the fact that you're going to be gone?
Well, maybe she ought to get used to it. Because I don't care what my contract says. You don't want a family.
How do you know what I want?
I don't know why you don't want a family. Maybe because you almost had one with Blair and Star, and then you lost it, and now you have part of it back. You've got your little girl, and you've decided to settle for that.
I don't settle for anything.
The rest of it's window dressing. I'm window dressing. And, I don't like it. I'm sick of pretending that I do. I have to get away from here. I have to get away from you, Todd.
She didn't say anything when I said hello.
Well, she's just real upset, I guess.
What happened?
Let's just say that Carlotta realized how tough it is to live with a lie.
What set this off? I mean, why did Eli deface the statue?
I didn't know. You got a brother, right? Did you ever fight?
We fought like cats and dogs. Especially after my mother left. It was always, you know, Papi, look at me, look at me.
Well, I think it's about the same thing with Eli, you know, in his own self-destructive way. He's jealous of Christian.
Mm-hmm.
He's testing Carlotta. That whole statue fiasco was one big look at me, look at me.
Ah, yes. the joys of family life. All the yelling. All the hurt feelings.
Sound like you miss it.
What? Did your family never fight?
My family never fought. Are you kidding me? Of course my family fought. We fought. I hated it. I hated how they fought. But then, I finally got it. You only fight like that with people you love.
I guess. In a real family.
Meaning what? What's with the bag? You going somewhere?
Oh, not far. Just spending a couple days in my old apartment with Rachel.
Ah, sanctuary, huh? Sanctuary in a storm. Yes, you need that. Refuge. That's a necessity with Todd. Kind of like a bomb shelter.
Andrew, Todd didn't do anything to me. I just needed some time away from the penthouse, that's all.
And a quick stop at the diner.
I was hoping Carlotta would be here so I could get, I don't know, a hug, a little human contact.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. I mean, because it's nothing, okay? I'll see you around. I'll be all right, I promise.
Guess God doesn't pay so good, huh?
Well, Carlotta stepped out, and I'm filling in. Can I get you anything?
Yeah, I'll have one of those little wafer things and a shot glass of red wine.
Looking for Taya?
Maybe.
She left. And I got the distinct impression she didn't want company.
Well, I don't want to be her company. We're married. Where'd she go?
She didn't tell you. I figure she doesn't want you to know.
So you did talk to her?
Yes, I did.
So where is she?
She needed a break from the 21st floor, Todd. And that's about the extent of my information.
Gee, wonder who that is. Hello.
I figured it out.
The secret of life?
No, definitely not that, but I know where you are.
Well, you're wrong.
I haven't said anything yet.
Well, it doesn't matter what you say. The answer will be no, whatever you come up with.
All right, look, I'm a cruddy person, I have a rotten temper, and I often have food stuck in my teeth. There. Is that what you wanted to hear?
I didn't want to hear anything out of you for about, 72 hours.
Where are you?
I'm gone. That's all you need to know.
I can't believe that you would just walk out on me and Star.
I just needed, some time away.
You're holed up at Rachel's, aren't you?
Now, why would I be at Rachel's apartment when, that'd be the first place you'd think of?
Why are you giving me such a hard time?
You know, if I didn't know better, I'd think you were trying to say you missed me.
No, the only thing I'm missing is the whole point to this stupid game. I mean, more. I'm stuck at the Palace Hotel, and I'm waiting for Ian Armitage to get here so I can grill him about how his old man made his fortune. And you're not here to help me. You're not here to support me.
Sorry. I made other dinner plans.
Forget it. I give up. What is the point to this whole lesson, the great Professor Delgado? Because I don't get it.
You're a bright guy. Figure it out. Have a cookie.
Wow. Put a phone in the girl's ear? Stand back.
At least it sounded good.
Sounded good. Girl, you were amazing. Whatever stunt Todd Manning tried to pull, he's sorry now.
It's not as much what he did as who he is. And who I am. It's really getting to me, Rachel.
What? Your marriage?
My mirage. Oh, sure. I'm officially Todd Manning's wife, but I'm also confused, exhausted, going nowhere professionally. And I haven't had sex in so long that I'm not sure I remember how it's done.
Well, I know I don't remember. But I have an excuse. I'm single. If you can't laugh at sex, what can you laugh at, huh? No woman in her right mind should be upset about being spared the attentions of Todd Manning. Ooh. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He is my husband.
Mm-hmm. That is no laughing matter. But I knew something was up the minute you called. I mean, you wouldn't have decided to crash here for a couple days if it was all flowers and romance at the Manning penthouse.
How'd you get so smart?
Because my roomie is a lawyer.
Yeah, you're right. I needed to get away from the penthouse. Thanks for letting me use the place.
Darling, it is your apartment, too. Which, by the way, you are going to have all to yourself tonight.
Wait, I thought you could stay. I thought we were going to eat cookies and find 6,000 or 7,000 more things to laugh about.
Oh, well, I just came back here for a pit stop to change my clothes. I got to get to the club tonight. But, have fun.
Who is it?
It's Andrew.
Hi.
Okay, bye.
What are you doing?
No, it's just that I couldn't get the image of you with your overnight bag leaving the diner out of my mind all afternoon. I wanted to make sure you were okay, and I see you smiling. That means you're all right. I will leave you in peace.
No, wait.
No, listen, really. I know you want peace and quiet. I respect that.
Come in. I'll cook us dinner.
Well, I thought you wanted to be alone.
We will be alone.
This interview was really just to ply me with questions about Guy.
So I relate to the guy. Shoot me.
Well, if I did, then you could relate to him as a murder victim as opposed to a murderer.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, Blair seems pretty convinced that you're the one that planted the bomb that killed Guy.
Blair's insane. She married me, remember?
Yeah, she has a compelling argument, though.
I'm tired of this. Let's just call it a night.
No more burning questions for
Yeah,
the
I do have a
dynamo?
question. I have one question. The guy had billions of dollars. He had billions. Now, how did he get his hands on that kind of money?
Because he never wanted anything else. And he was willing to trample anyone in his mad rush to get more, including, but not limited to, his wife and son.
So he was focused.
He was clinically and brutally efficient. Guy never cared 1 second in his entire life about anyone or anything else but himself.
Well, he's probably better off without all that touchy-feely junk.
Easier, yeah, probably was. But at what cost? Because when he died, nobody even cared. Not even his son.
That was nice, too.
I cannot believe you did that. Loco. Hmm?
right.
And go ahead. I dare you.
Todd, is Star all right?
Yeah, I'm sure Star is fine. Considering that her stepmother is out messing around with the town preacher.
We were just playing a game of chess here. And how dare you spy on me anyway?
I wasn't spying. I just walked down the hallway. You know, the next time you might want to close the door.
We had to clear the smoke out of the room. I burned a pie.
How domestic. And didn't you eat enough pie at the diner? You said you didn't know where she was.
Taya didn't want you to know
You get
where
out of
she
my
was.
face, all right? This is between me and her.
You're out of
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. I can handle him.
Oh, really? You know what really makes me mad about this? Is that Blair was right. She had you two pegged from the beginning.
The beginning of what?
This little affair.
Wait a second. Are you asking me to clarify what's going on here?
Oh, no, thank you. I was a little curious, though. I didn't know how you were going to spend your time away. I mean, you were so mysterious about it.
Well, now you know.
I expected you to be a little bit more honest about it. Lord knows you've been brutally straight with me about everything else.
I was honest,
Oh,
actually.
and I'm just supposed to know that when you say that you needed space to consider other options, that meant that you wanted to shack up with a preacher for a few days?
You...
Got your tongue?
That's enough, Todd.
Nobody's talking to you.
Listen, if you think something, I don't know, secretive or immoral has gone on here, I suggest it's a reflection of your own dark, twisted soul.
You think so?
Oh, I know so. Unlike you, we have nothing to be ashamed of.
No, I wouldn't play the morality card right now, Reverend. Seems you've forgotten a few of the 10 Commandments.
You shut up!
Oh, hey!
Shut up!
Stop
Gonna
it!
mess up my shirt.
Stop it!
You gave me the shirt, isn't that right, honey?
Just give it a rest, okay? Okay? This is my battle out in the hall now. Now.
Hey, you sound like my second grade teacher.
I don't think you want Andrew to hear what I'm going to say.
Don't you ever order me around like that again.
You just made a fool of yourself.
Don't you give me that garbage about your spiritual counselor. Counselor. That's no way to behave, you putting your hand on the bishop's pawn.
Oh, wow.
What, the light finally starting to dawn?
You really don't have any idea.
Oh, no, I think I know exactly what's going on.
You don't know why I am so angry.
Oh, I do. Coitus interruptus. That's Latin.
What we have is a sad failure to communicate.
Oh, I think you've heard me loud and clear.
Well, now you're going to hear me. Loud and clear. Todd! You have no right to behave this way. And I don't mean a moral right. I mean you have no legal right.
Oh, no.
We have a contract, you and I.
Right, we do, and I'm going to hold you to it.
Well, then maybe you'd better go home and take another look at it. I can live my life, and that's exactly what I was doing.
Just so long as you don't rub my nose in it.
Your nose shouldn't be anywhere near this apartment.
Anybody could have walked down this hall and seen you.
Doing what? Playing chess?
You weren't just playing chess.
You know what? It doesn't matter. Because whatever Andrew and I were doing, it is none of your business.
Oh, really? How you figured that?
Because I'm not your wife. I admit I was a little confused there for a while. I thought we might actually be able to make ourselves into some kind of weird family for Star's sake. But then you made it very clear that I'm nothing but well-paid set decoration for your little farce as Star's perfect parent.
Well, I'm glad that you finally figured it out.
Yes, I did. And now I'm trying to make the situation as palatable as I can for myself.
Right. And to hell with me.
I guess you'll do whatever you need to do, and I won't ask any questions either. That's our deal, isn't it?
Right.
So we agree.
Yeah, looks like it.
So why were you checking up on me?
Well, I finally have a hold of Star again, and I'm not going to let you screw that up just because you want to satisfy your libido.
I went out a window. for you to have your little girl. Do you remember?
Want from me, Taya, huh? You want more money? You want better terms?
No.
Well, what is it? You want to be able to hold me in breach of contract so you can quit and still keep my money? No. Well, then what is it, Taya? You want to spell it out for me?
Listen carefully. Because this is the truth. Our deal is fine the way it is. I've accepted it. I won't try to change it or back out of it. Why? That's a good question. Well, because for some reason, I've made a commitment to this whole situation. A much bigger commitment, it seems, than you've been willing to make so far.
Don't you think I would if I could?
Clam sauce!
Stick it in your beak. You know what I like about you? At least you know what you want. I mean, you want clam sauce? You ask for clam sauce. Maybe you get clam sauce. I mean, there's no complications. I mean, you compare that with Taya Delgado, right? Who doesn't really want what she says she wants, even if she could get what she says she wants, which she won't. And you'd think after, you know, years of legal training, she'd be able to get her mind around that, but she can't. But you can, huh? I guess it's not so bad being a bird brain.
Are you referring to Moose or to yourself?
Well, look who's back.
You didn't really think you'd get the last word, did you?
Well, I kind of hoped I would, but I guess not.
You drop a rather cryptic bombshell on me and then turn around and walk off.
Years of practice.
Yeah, well, maybe I don't intimidate as easily as other people, or maybe I care more. Either way, we're gonna finish what we started. Oh, that's right, Moose. Get out of the way, because feathers are gonna fly before we're finished.